Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan, Rahayu. My name is Firmandika Teguh Setiawan and my name 131220001 and 2. In here, I will explain about the origin, what belligerent is, and its legal basis. The origin and legal basis of belligerent status in international law. Origin of the term belligerence. The term belligerence originates from the Latin words bellum or war and gere or to wage, literally. It means one who wages war. The term was about in international law to refer to parties legally involved in armed conflict, either state or non-state actor. Historically, the term began to be used systematically in European law of war in the 18th years and 19th years centuries, particularly following in the Hague Convention of 1899 and 1907, and was further developed in the Geneva Convention, which served as the cornerstone of international humanitarian law. Definition of belligerent. A belligerent in the context of international law is a party actively engaged in armed conflict and therefore entitled to certain rights and responsibilities under the law of war, international humanitarian of law. Belligerents can include state engaged in war, state actor, and non-state armed groups that meet certain criteria, territorial control, structure, common. Legal basis in international law. 1. Hague Convention of 1907. This convention regulates the rights and duties of belligerents during war. Article 1 of the Hague Convention 2 states that an armed group will be recognized as belligerent if it 1. is commanded by a responsible leader, 2. has a fixed distinctive emblem, 3. carries arms openly, 4. conducts operation in accordance with the law and custom of war. And then Geneva Convention of 1499 and additional protocols. The Geneva Convention and their additional protocols provide legal status of parties in international and non-international armed conflict. Additional Protocol 2 Article 1 extend recognition to non-state actors who are 1. organizer under a responsible command, 2. controlling territory, 3. conducting, sustain, and concert military operation. And the last, Common Article 3 of Geneva Convention. The article grants fundamental protection to persons not participating in hostilities in non-international armed conflict, implicitly recognizing the existence of non-state belligerent groups without converting legal statehood. Legal implication of belligerency. Recognizing belligerents must comply with the law of war, just in below. They have the right to conduct military operations but are also accountable for violations of humanitarian law. In some situations, belligerents might gain the facto recognition from other states, which can carry both political and diplomatic consequences. Example in the context of Indonesia. In Indonesia, the term belligerence is not explicitly regulated under international law. However, it became a relevant issue during the Aceh and Papua conflict. Thank you.
Hello my friends, my name is Muhammad Abdulhami. I'm from Law Faculty. Today a presentation about Breve and Mercy. Breve and Mercy is a term derived from French that means mass mobilization is referred to the conscription of civilians to participate in the defense of the state. Particularly in the content of the work, there is a more detailed explanation of the origins and natural basis of Breve and Mercy. Origins. Historical context, the concept of Breve and Mercy emerged during the French Revolution in the late 18th century. In 1793, the French government mobilized the Angel-Mail operation to defend the nation against expatriates, especially from a coalition of European countries attempting to suppress the revolution. Influence of the French Revolution. Breve and Mercy marked a shift from a small professional military to the large-scale mobilization of civilians. This created the idea that every citizen has a responsibility to defend their country. Legal basis. International law, although Breve and Mercy is not explicitly regulated in international law, the principle underlying can be involved in various legal instruments, including 1. Geneva Convention, the Convention over the corruption of civilian and combatants in armed conflict. 2. Law of war. The law establishes rules regarding lawful conduct in warfare and the protection of those involved in conflict. Mobilization criteria for a mobilization to be recognized as a levy and mercy is to meet several criteria. 1. Respond to threat. The mobilization must be response to real threat to the state. 2. Organization. The civilian guard upon was of real organizational structure and be able to operate as a cohesive unit. 3. Compliance with law. Thus, involved in levy and must adhere to international humanitarian law and fundamental principle of warfare. Fundamental principle in the concept of levy and mercy is essential to adhere to the principle of international humanitarian law, including destination. Free Papua Organization or UPM is a movement that seeks independence for Papua from Indonesia. There is a more general foundation of the origin of OPM. International foundation the underpin origin of OPM. Historical background: Papua People's Military Congress Irian Jaya has a long history of colonization after World War II. Papua became part of the decolonization agenda in 1961. Papua Declaration is independence from the Netherlands. However, in 1963, the region was integrated into Indonesia through the Republic of Independence by the Netherlands and Indonesia. 2. Formation of OPM. OPM was established in 1965 as an election to integration. The movement focused on the struggle for self-determination for the people of Papua and the declaration of Papua independence. Regional coalition. 1. Regional self-determination. The remaining region of basis of the UPM is the principle of self-determination. Recognition in the UN Charter. This principle establishes every nation has the right to determine its political status and choose its man. 2. International Declaration. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights or UDHR is also an important representation the right of the individual to participate in the development and determine their own destiny. 3. UN Resolution. Several UN resolution relates to decolonization and human rights serve as a legal foundation for the UPM movement. Although Papua must be given to Indonesia, many supported and the process and the international standard. Translation. OPM symbolizes the struggle for many Papuans who feel marginalized and deprived of their rights. Although OPM is not officially recognized by the Indonesian government, the movement continues to have support from the Papuan population and abroad.